call the meeting to order. Madam Secretary, will you call the roll?
Senator Girdler. Here. Senator Maiden. Here. Senator Webb. Representative Petrie. Here. Representative Stalker.
Present.
Representative Thomas.
Present.
Co-Chair Funky Fromeyer.
Present.
Chair McPherson.
Present. So we do have a quorum. I would entertain a motion to approve the January minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion made by and seconded. Motion made by Co-Chair Fromeyer and the seconded by Representative Thomas. Does any members object? No objection. All right, no objection. All right. We'll ask Savannah to report the items.
Through their fiscal agents, 3 school districts and 1 Board of Education tax levy to pay debt service reported upcoming general obligation bond issues to finance new projects. They were Crittenden County, Eminence Independent in Henry County, Estill County, and the Graves County Board of Education. Pursuant to KRS 45812, subsection 1, through their fiscal agents, 2 school districts, neither of which needed an additional tax levy to pay debt service, reported an upcoming revenue bond to finance new projects, Henderson County and Jessamine County. Pursuant to KRS 48111, subsection 6, paragraph A, the Division of Real Properties transmitted 3 advertisements for lease space. The requests were 2 for the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, 1 in Pulaski County, PR 5882, and 1 in Muhlenberg County, PR 5884, and 1 was for the Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, Department of Juvenile Justice in Hardin County, PR 5886. At the November 19th and December 19th meetings, the committee did not approve 2 lease transactions. Those transactions included a new lease for the Cabinet and Health and Family Services, Department for Community-Based Services in Harlan County, PR 5800, and a lease modification of at least $50,000, a space change for the Energy and Environment Cabinet, Department for Natural Resources in Perry County, PR 3567. Pursuant to KRS 48111, subsection 6, paragraph E, on January 23rd, the Secretary of the Finance and Administration Cabinet notified the committee of their determination to cancel and rebid the new lease transaction for the Cabinet of Health and Family Services in Harlan County, and they are proceeding with the lease space change transaction in Perry County based on the justifications submitted by the Energy and Environment Cabinet. Pursuant to House Bill 6, the Kentucky Communications Network Authority transmitted their quarterly report for capital projects. And pursuant to House Bill 1 and House Bill 6, Eastern Kentucky University reported various asset preservation project revisions for additional heating and cooling system maintenance and replacement, aging heating, cooling, and ventilation, and water storage and delivery services. And that concludes the information items.
All right, today we have Janice Thomas in person here, I think, here to testify before us first time for the first one. Deputy State, excuse me? First time for me, not the first time for you. Bear with me, Janice. You've been around for a little while. I appreciate it. Well, I've been around for a day or two, but not as long as the first time cheering this for sure. So I appreciate you if you'll state your name for the record and
Okay, there we go. Hello, my name is Janice Thomas, Deputy State Budget Director. Welcome you to the committee and appreciate this opportunity to report to you today. I have 4 projects, and if you want, I will just go right through those, or do you want to do those individually?
yeah, so I would entertain a motion to roll these items. Motion. Second. So motion by Gurgler, second by Thomas Walker. Representative Thomas. There you go. Anybody oppose? If not, we'll consider them rolled.
Thank you. So far, you're doing a great job. First is the post-secondary. I'm going to have to get my glasses. Give me a second. First is the post-secondary education Kentucky State University Betty White building renovation project in the amount of $2,853,330.45, funded 100% from USDA grant funds. The project will transform existing space to create 2 labs, additional classrooms, and offices, and will replace roofing, windows, and HVAC system. The Board of Regents originally approved the project on December 6th of 2024 and then approved the amendment project scope on January 31st of 2025. And the Council on Post-Secondary Education Finance Committee approved it on January 30th of 2025. The authority is pursuant to 45-767. Next is the Department of Education State Schools Dormitory and Cottage Renovation Project appropriation increase of 4.2% in the amount of $294,100, funded with the 2024-2026 maintenance pool, bringing the total appropriation to $7,294,100. Bids for this project came in higher than the estimate, and that's of the $294,100, because the project was originally authorized $7 million in bond funds in the 22-24 budget. This project includes renovation of Middleton Hall to improve energy efficiency and improve residential life for students at the Kentucky School for the Deaf in Danville, Kentucky. The scope of work includes new wiring, windows, doors, wall insulation, HVAC units. The authority for this one is KRS 45-760, 6. Next is the Restricted Funds Amendment to the Post-Secondary Education Kentucky Community and Technical College Science Building Expansion in Elizabethtown CTC project. The project was originally approved and reported to Capital Projects and Bond Oversight in January of 2024 in the amount of $3.5 million restricted funds. This action increases the scope by $6.1 million for a total authorized project appropriation of $9.6 million, and it's all funded with restricted funds. This scope increase was approved by the KCTCS Board of Regents at its December 5th, 2024 meeting. The authority for this project is KRS 164A.575, 15. And the last project I have to report is a pool project in excess of $1 million, and it's pursuant to Part 2, Paragraph 4 of the budget bill. Did I go too far, Savannah? Do you want me to wait on this one? Thank you, because the first 3 are action items.
Okay. Do we have any questions by any members? Chair Petrie?
Thank you, Chair. Not on a particular project, but I'm just going to ask. We have the State Schools Dormitory and Cottage Renovation, citing KRS 45-760 sub 6 for automatic increases up to 15%, I think it is.
Correct.
Do you have, or can you report back to the committee how often that statute is used relative to capital projects? Like it's 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, or 2/3 of them are used that way.
I'm not sure, but it is used often.
Yeah.
As you know, there's difficulty when you're looking at projects, and you know, when they go out to bid, sometimes there are tools within the tool shed that finance has to kind of shave a project down. But when a project can't be shaved down, then you have to go with the lowest bid. When the lowest bid is higher than your estimate, then you come back with the increase using that statutory authority.
And not to hide, if I may, Mr. Chair, not to hide any cards, but seeing it on the front end when the requests come in for capital projects and the estimates that are there and how tight or how loose those estimates are, it almost, after the 1400th time, it seems like everybody's gotten used to, and we can always get another 15% on the back end. And that's why I ask, how often is it used?
I don't believe that's the approach. I think it's just happening.
I understand. And when I see it so many times, it becomes written into the system. It's like an implicit, that's the way we do it. Doesn't mean it is, it just has that appearance. That's why I was wondering. So if there's any way to find out, would be great. If it's too much digging, don't worry about it. Just let me know.
It would be some digging. It would just be going back to look through files, and your committee staff has that information as well, but it would take some time.
Fine.
In this very busy
Not a problem.
session.
That's why I just asked. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any other member have a question? If not, could I just ask, how competitive are these bids usually? I mean, are they pretty, do you usually get real competitive bids? You get a number of bids or not a number? Or?
Typically, you do get competitive bids. It's just that we've been seeing lately, and as Representative Petrie has been pointing out, that, you know, we've been seeing higher estimates than we have in times past. And it's been really hard to get a gauge on supplies and equipment and, construction materials, wood, aluminum, steel. So you see some variances in that.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve? So Representative Walker, do I have a second? Second by Senator Webb. All those in favor? Or no, roll. Call the roll, please. Sorry.
Senator Girdler. Senator Maiden. Senator Webb. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Stalker.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Funky Fromeyer.
Aye.
Chair McPherson.
Yes. Okay, we unanimous. We have approval of the action items. Now, would you please continue with the one that
Sure.
requires no action?
Sure, thank you. The last is reporting of a pool project in excess of $1 million pursuant to Part 2, Paragraph 4 of the budget bill. It is for the Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, Department of Corrections, KCIW Kitchen Drain Line Repair Replace Project in the amount of $3,918,000, of which $3,898,000 is funded from the 24-26 maintenance pool, and $20,000 is funded from the 22-24 maintenance pool. This project consists of removal and replacement of waste vent and domestic water piping serving the kitchen and dishwashing areas. All piping, drains, and plumbing fixtures in the kitchen and surrounding areas shall be removed and replaced. Ceilings, floors, and walls will be removed and replaced to accommodate the piping replacement. Light fixtures, receptacles will be removed, replaced. A new concrete slab and epoxy non-slip floor will be provided. All existing kitchen equipment shall be removed, stored, and reinstalled to accommodate the renovation. The project includes a temporary kitchen trailer and storage containers to serve as the facility kitchen while the permanent kitchen is being repaired.
Okay, this item requires no action. Does any member have any questions? If none?
Just
Thank
one last comment. Representative Petrie, I'd be happy to go back like within the last year or two if you want to go through the committee notes and okay.
Thank you for your testimony.
I didn't want to be non-responsive because I'm happy to answer any question you have. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, now we will have Sandy Williams. She'll be here remotely to present on the items of 5A and 6 loans and 1 grant requiring action. Do I have a motion and a second to roll these items? I'll move Senator Girdler. Do I have a second by Senator Fromeyer? All right, so if nobody objects, we will roll those. Ms. Williams, you may begin. State your name for the record and you may begin.
Thank you, Chair McPherson and members of the committee. I'm Sandy Williams, Executive Director with the Kentucky Infrastructure Authority. Pursuant to KRS 224A-100, the authority does have 6 loans and 1 grant for the committee's review today. First is from our Clean Water State Revolving Fund for the city of Frankfort. Their Fund A loan increase of $28.55 million is for Phase 3 of their East Frankfort Interceptor Wet Weather Facility project. The original loan was approved by the KA Board on June 3rd, 2021. This is a phased project and does include installation of approximately 11,000 linear feet of 42-inch diameter gravity sewer, a 3 million gallon wet weather storage facility, approximately 30 manholes, and 2 sets of triple barrel siphons. As a finance person, I'm glad I don't have to know what the engineers mean when they say triple barrel siphons. This project will also allow Farmdale Sanitation District to move forward with the elimination of multiple package wastewater treatment plants and will open up additional capacity in the southern part of Frankfort's service area. The original terms and conditions will remain the same. This will be a 20-year loan with a 1% interest rate, and this loan was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. The next Fund A loan is for the city of Sturgis, which their loan is in the amount of $933,456 for their wastewater treatment plant upgrade project. The city is currently under an agreed order with the Energy and Environment Cabinet, and this project is necessary to satisfy the requirements of the agreed order. The project includes the following components: an auger screen on the wastewater influent lines, replacement of lagoon liners, mechanical bar screens in the force main to oxidation ditch and lagoon, switch gear for automatic switchover of auxiliary power, telemetry at all lift stations for monitoring of all 11 stations at the wastewater treatment plant, and the new lab equipment for testing and monitoring, and 4 auto control valves of the influent lines, along with 4 air releases on the force mains to the wastewater treatment plant. This 30-year loan has an interest rate of 0.5%, and this loan was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. Next, under our Fund A program, the City of Scottsville's Fund A loan in the amount of $6,387,000 is for their inflow and infiltration Phase 1 project. The project will rehabilitate and replace portions of the city's sewer collection system to reduce wet weather induced flows into the system to eliminate sanitary sewer overflows. This 30-year loan has an interest rate of 0.5% interest and was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. Next, the City of Morganfield's Fund A loan in the amount of $1,280,000 is for the planning and design portion of their wastewater treatment plant upgrade project. The wastewater treatment plant does need a full rehabilitation, and most of the existing equipment needs to be replaced to allow the system to stay in compliance with the KPDES permit. That is the wastewater treatment plant's discharge elimination permit. There is currently an agreed order with the Kentucky Division of Water, which outlines several improvements that must be made, and this planning and design loan will provide funding to determine the most efficient way to meet these requirements. Planning and design loans are 5-year loans, and this one has an interest rate of 2.25% and was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. Next up is under our Infrastructure Revolving Fund program, Fund B, the Western Pulaski County Water District's Fund B loan in the amount of $4 million is for their Phase 2 Fallbush Nancy area water transmission project. The project will consist of the installation of approximately 21,500 linear feet of 12-inch PVC water transmission main. This 20-year loan has an interest rate of 1.25% and was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. Moving to our Drinking Water State Revolving Fund program, Fund F, the City of Springfield's Fund F loan in the amount of $4,522,000 is for their water main assessment, replacement, planning and design, water treatment plant, and priority area 3 project. I think they win for longest name today. The project includes an assessment of the aging system and the design and construction components of replacing the aging facilities in priority area 3. This 20-year loan has an interest rate of 2.25% interest and was approved by the KIA board on February 6th. And last but not least, under our Fund W, which is our newest Kentucky Waters emergency fund, and so Kentucky Waters stands for Kentucky Water and Wastewater Assistance for Troubled or Economically Restrained Systems, and this does fall under the emergency component of that new program. It's for the city of Eddyville and their emergency Kentucky Waters grant in the amount of $5,487,450, which is in response to a catastrophic failure of the sewer treatment plant sequencing batch reactor tank. The initial release from the tank was estimated at approximately 400,000 gallons of partially treated sewage. It was estimated that approximately 800,000 gallons were lost in total before the partially treated sewage in the tank could be pumped out into a temporary tank. In addition to a statewide emergency declaration due to weather, local declarations of emergency were issued by both the city and the county. This project will address the immediate response and temporary treatment needs It also includes reimbursement to the city of Eddyville and Lyon County Fiscal Court for overtime, equipment, fuel, and supplies for cleanup and temporary treatment processes. It also includes the operation of a temporary treatment solution until a permanent treatment solution can be constructed. This grant was approved at the February 6th KIA board meeting. And that, sir, concludes my report today.
All right, thank you very much. Does any member have any questions? If not, I would entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Senator Madden. And have a second?
A second.
Second by Senator Gergler. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Senator Fromeyer. Madam Secretary, will you take the roll?
Senator Girdler. Senator Maiden. Senator Webb. Representative Petrie. Representative Stalker.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Funky Fromeyer.
Yes.
Chair McPherson.
Yes. So, the 7 Kentucky Infrastructure Authority transaction were approved. Thank you, Ms. Williams. I apologize for my shortcomings today, I guess.
No apologies needed. I think you've done a great job. Welcome to the committee, and I'm glad that we got to get these KA loans and grants approved under your first meeting.
I saw one in my district there that was liked it really well.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for lunch today, Sandy.
All right, we'll have Ms. Chelsea Couch. I think she's not going to be here in person. She's going to be joining us by Zoom here, and so I'll turn it over to her.
Hi, so I have one action item, starting with, we are seeking approval for a new conduit issuance for Kentucky Housing Corporation in the amount of $38.4 million. As a conduit transaction, the bonds will not be a KHC or Commonwealth debt. Bond proceeds will be used to finance the acquisition, construction, and equipping of a multifamily residential rental facility of approximately 322 units located in Jefferson County, Kentucky. The proposed date of sale is this spring. The estimated total project cost is approximately $75 million with an anticipated net interest rate of 6.25%. The method of sale is a private placement.
All right, so does anybody have any questions on this one? If not, this one does require action, so I will entertain a motion.
I guess I do.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You have a question? Yes, ma'am.
I'm a little unclear about how we participate in this. So this is a state-owned property? Kentucky Housing. Okay.
This is through Kentucky Housing Corporation.
Okay. So then these would be loaned out, rented at a state-controlled rate.
Correct. It's a conduit issuance.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.